everyone. It's David again on Monday morning with our live video. I'm going to start in a minute or two with, just to share with you a little bit about what we're doing and how things are going here. Wow. So meditation. I thought this morning I would maybe explain a little bit about why we're doing this, and you know, it's really cool that Facebook and social media and YouTube gives us a venue to share, with possibly hundreds and if not thousands of people, and so we thought we'd take the opportunity to do that. What I see is that meditation is, well, there's a huge interest. It's growing like crazy, and I've been a meditator, and I say that with some, I say that with some, we have somebody come in the store. That's so much fun. Just hang on, though. I think we can do this. I think we can do this if they want to sit with us. Yeah, there's a couple of chairs. Yeah, come on in. We'll just make it happen. Hi, you guys. So we're live and on Facebook doing a meditation, and grab a couple of chairs and yeah, and we'll sit together.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to have you come. So part of what we are actually right now live, and I'll explain this to you as we go.
Okay.
What we're doing. Isn't that fun, you guys? We've had some folks drop in to join us for our meditation this morning, which is really, really cool. We got one we worked with there, really nicely, I think, yeah. And one right there. So just, you put yourself down on there and you cross your legs in front. Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Hi. I get up and hug you, but we're right in the middle of a live video.
Sorry about that.
That's awesome. Well, so if you cross your legs like that, these are the new stools that just came in.
These are very comfy.
Aren't they great? Yeah, that's right. And I was hoping to kind of catch somebody's reaction eventually, because people come in and they sit in it and they go, wow, this is so good. I had no idea that it would be, and it is, isn't it?
Yeah, this is great.
This is great because I have a problem with crossing my legs all the time.
Yes.
Boy, bad ankle, and it's
Is it okay on your ankle now?
yeah, it's not bad. I've got a place to prop it, so.
Yeah, all right. So we could get, like, if you want a little pillow,
Okay.
to hold it on, or.
So we're just kind of talking right now, discussing about why we're doing Project Awakening. That's what we're doing this live video chat for.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do a meditation at the end. But David will ask you some questions
share
on
that?
meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, because you're behind the camera.
Yeah.
Like, that's Earl. Earl is behind the camera, and he's given us a little. He jumped in to share what we're going to do, and so basically, we were hoping the next 14 weeks to. Well, not hoping. We're planning to do a live meditation, and we did one last week, and we had at the live part we only had a few people come in because it was our first one, but over the week we posted, and we had 4,000 views, which was really, really cool. Yeah, and Monday nights at 6:30 here we do a group meditation.
Oh, we messed up. I apologize.
It's great that you're here. Super. We'll make
I
it
hope
work.
we didn't mess you up.
No, we're good. We're live. So I was just explaining. Do you guys just want to kind of listen a bit?
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
explain what we're doing, and it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we have a vision. We have a vision to. My vision, my personal vision, is to have a meditation space in every home in North America, every home in the world, really. I just can't imagine why people wouldn't have a space in their home to meditate. And so that's the vision of Project Awakening that of evolved out of our business, Bali and Beyond. And the short story is that we're in Calgary, and in the last few years, the economy in Calgary kind of crashed, and I went down with it. And it's not a sad story. It's actually an exciting story, because in that, change, and I really had to search inside to find out, what did I want to do? How did I want to make a difference? How were we able to contribute? And I saw that for years people have been coming to my stores and buying things that they put in their meditation spaces, so it kind of all pieced together. And I had, at one time, I talked about having stools made, and it's one of those late at night inspirational moments that came for me, and I decided to really give it a go, and so it's evolved, and I have some. I have actually, my vision is in 3x5 cards, and for years, teachers have shared this with me, and shared it with all of us, that if there's something we want to create on the planet, that we have to kind of keep it top of mind, and that's the beauty of our magnificent manifesting minds, is that if we think of something, we kind of create it. So, like, if we think about poor health, we get more poor health, and if we think about prosperity, and for, in my case, I'll share a couple of these with you, and just to give you an idea, this is one that I read. I read these every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And Project Awakening mission: we're the premier go-to supplier of conscious pieces for sacred meditation spaces, so that meditation is easy and inviting for everyone in every home and place of work. That's a big vision. It's a holy shit vision. And if your vision doesn't scare you, then I think you're not, and this one scares the heck out of me. Another one: vision: we're the premier vendor of high-quality, personally curated conscious spaces that promote a clear, connected life. Yes. And so this is the kind of stuff that. Here's another one: as a result of our plans and efforts, every home has a sacred space. We create and sell millions of meditation spaces. So we're committed to a pretty big vision. Every home is a sacred space. Millions are created because of our efforts. We sell millions. We're lifting the vibration of the planet, one meditator at a time. So, that's big. Project Awakening mission: promote sacred meditation spaces in every home and office to make meditation easy and inviting. Be the go-to supplier of conscious pieces for spiritual and mindful spaces, and the info on the how-to and why of meditation. And this part of it, that we're doing on Monday mornings, is like the info on the how-to and why of meditation. So this is our vehicle, and I suspect this may be a part of what we do forever. As we're planning to create ebooks and just to help people in a simple way to get into meditation. And it's not that complicated. Actually, when I first started to think about putting the information out, it's just not that complicated. Like, I've been meditating for years, and actually somebody got in touch with me after the last meditation event last Monday and said, "Are you a certified teacher?" And I thought, well, that's interesting. Who the heck would certify me? Been meditating for almost 40 years. So actually, I'm not a teacher. I'm a student of meditation, and I'm a student of life, and a lifelong student. So, okay, we made a decision to build this company. It's happening, no question. I'm building this business, a sacred space in every home and place of work. I'm in love with this idea of meditation space in every home and place of work. And Meditation Mondays is happening all over the world. So my vision for the 6:30 meditation that we have on Monday evenings is that as our product goes out and people have meditation spaces and get connected to our vision, that people begin to have meditation Mondays in their homes at different cities, and invite people through our network to come and be part of that. So that's gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're doing with Meditation Mondays and this event. So Earl, who's behind the camera, puts together info for me every week to talk about around the benefits of meditation. And I've got to tell you that from a personal standpoint, I've never meditated because I thought it would help me sleep. But there's a whole thing on sleep. And I've never meditated because I thought it would help me with addiction, even though I probably should have. And that's not necessarily true. Actually, that isn't true at all. I have meditated around that. I feel like, in a way, we're all kind of addicted to Dairy Queen blizzards. And lots of things, and we, I think sometimes we can be hard on ourselves and judge ourselves for our addictions. But Earl put together a whole piece on meditation and addictions, and I know that in the 12-step community, that addiction or that meditation is a big part of it. In the 12-step community, the 11th step is sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, and that's a real intricate part of a recovery program from addiction in that community. That the 12 steps has been adopted by every possible addiction. I think there's like 126 different programs now that use the 12 steps, and in those steps they have the 11th one, which is prayer and meditation. Excuse me. So meditation is a big part of any recovery program. I think we're all recovering from life. In a way, I imagine that we're, some of us, I'll just speak about myself. In a way, I'm addicted to my beliefs, and my beliefs often came from, my mom or my dad, or came from somewhere that wasn't necessarily true, and many of us are stuck in limiting beliefs and ideas about ourselves or about our health or about our body or about our relationships, and I believe if we meditate that we can have a look at those things, and we can challenge those beliefs, and we can be present. My imagining is that when we're present, we connect with something. And, it's interesting that we're talking about meditation in some way, while the benefits are that Earl digs up for me, which he does a great job of, are not really spiritual benefits. There's like this whole ton of benefits that are that seem to be outside of the spiritual realm. But for me, meditation has been around some sort of access to the spiritual realm, and all the other benefits have been a side benefit, and I don't know. When I talk about spirituality, it's a kind of difficult to talk about spirituality because it's, without being dogmatic or talking about different religious beliefs or that type of thing. My thought is that if we're present, and this is little Eckhart Tollish, but if we're present, we're connected to Source, and then that Source I can't really describe or put a name on, but there seems to be a power in the universe that when we drop into the true meditation space, we can connect to, and I think that's what we'd all like, is that reconnection, and so that's what I'm hoping, is that as we help grow this, and as people create meditation spaces, I hope we can inspire people to create meditation spaces in their homes, that they take the time to connect and to whatever it is that they imagine is the source of their power, and the source of their inspiration, or the source of their life, and so I don't know what time is it, Earl? Earl's checking to see how far we are into this.
Only 15 minutes.
And so what we thought we'd do in a bit is we're going to meditate for, pardon me?
Would you guys mind talking about why you meditate?
Or do you?
I I have quite a bit, and I kind of lost my way with meditation. It's a long story, but recently I've been watching you, David. I feel like I've been creeping you a lot, and I was the one that posted about coming in. So I really want to get back into it. I want to make it a daily practice first thing in the morning to kind of set me up for success in the day. And because I've had some really wonderful experiences when I've meditated, and it has really helped me. So.
Nice. Nice. So do you connect it with any particular spiritual belief, or put me on the spot here a little bit?
No, that's great. I define myself as spiritual,
Yes.
as opposed to religious. I grew up as a Catholic, but I was brought up in many different religions, like Pentecostal. Been to almost every single church, and I was lost a number of years ago. And speaking of teachers, I found a couple of teachers and mentors. So more or less just spiritual. And I'm open to different experiences.
Yes, yeah. One of my recent teachers, I mean not recent, last maybe 10 years, I've been spending lots of time reading Dr. David Hawkins.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard of Hawkins?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Power versus Force, and I mean, I love Hawkins. There's so much, depth in Hawkins' work, and the other thing that I love is the Bhagavad Gita, which is the Bhagavad Gita is a book it's a poem within a poem. It's in India, it's like the longest imaginable poem that the Bhagavad Gita is in, and I can't remember the name of the poem that it's in, but it's taken out of the middle of this poem, and it's Krishna talking to Arjuna in Hindu mythology, and it's a beautiful piece. And Hawkins says it vibrates over 900, and if you don't know what that means, you're gonna have to look into Hawkins. But it's a beautifully well written, high vibrating piece, and I love to listen to it in the car, and it was done by Michael recently. I'm sorry, you guys. We'll in the notes we'll put who wrote the most recent. He interpreted this piece. And have you been meditating for a while?
Not really. But I have had a lot of spiritual practices in my life that are very similar to meditation, and I've kind of drifted away from it, and I want to go back there because it just gives me an inner peace and calm, and like you said, makes the whole day better.
Yeah.
So I thought that meditation would be a good practice for me. I've done a bit of meditating.
Yeah. And like today's all we have, and just life comes in these little packages.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
One day at a time, that's right. And that's how I want to live my life, just one day at a time.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's freaking cool. You guys are guests today. So, we've been talking about
Surprise guests.
Yeah, it's awesome though.
I'm so embarrassed.
We're planning to have some organized guests come and
Well, the universe works in mysterious
I know.
ways, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's so cool.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so cool. What's your first name?
Donna.
Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi, David.
Hamida.
Hamida?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Well, you're so welcome. It was so perfect
Thank you.
to have you drop in. Yeah. So as you can see, look at this room. We just got a new container in. It came on Friday, and the back is just packed with stuff. And I got, I'm excited about, we got 500 of these. These are our meditation stools. I had no idea what 500 of these would look like. You should see that. And then we got 500 of these, which are altars. And we got tons of cushions, and I mean just
Beautiful,
Yeah.
like all the...
lots of fun stuff. That what I'm imagining, kind of, is that if people set up meditation spaces, they're going to do it. It's going to be like, oh, okay, see, I bought that stool, I might as well use it, And we have pillows too that go with the stools. Although I didn't get enough pillows made, so there'll be more later. But there's pillows, and they're kind of an extra, but they tie on.
Yeah.
Are they fun?
Yeah.
So
Comfy.
it's been almost a year this coming together. Last year we had a container come that was, I had like 5 different samples of different types of stools, and this was the winner.
Yeah.
You know, people like this
I
design.
like this one the best.
And,
yeah.
and then I went back in February, and I had to go and find somebody to manufacture them, and back in June and July to make sure that they got done right, and so that's my vision. I have a little story. I know this keeps coming, so I'll tell it.
Okay.
And it's about having a space to meditate in. When I was a kid, like 5 or 6 years old, I remember, I don't know why I remember this, but I remember being in my bedroom and yelling at my mom that I couldn't sleep. You know, Mom, I can't sleep. And I remember my mom saying, try laying down.
That's a good mom response.
Because she knew I wasn't laying down, right? And I think that carries through, that because people come in here all the time and say, well, I've tried meditation, but I'm not very good at it. Or, you know, and my thing is, well, let's create a space. Try sitting, and it'll come. You know, kind of the extension of my mother's try laying down. And so it's not that complicated, is it? You know, meditation. No?
No, it's not complicated. It's hard to shut your mind off.
Well, this is
but it's practice, right?
This is the thing. Exactly. Yeah, it's a practice, and for me, my mind, I recognize that it's a tool, and my mind is not me. It's a tool that you know that is here to assist the package that I'm living in. You know, and
Yeah, I get that.
its job is to keep me safe. You know, so it's always running around in there. You know, looking at what's working or not working, and what I should do or what didn't happen or what did they mean by that, and and all these crazy thoughts sometimes, you know, and so I recognize it now that it's a tool, and its job, you know, it's a beautiful tool. It's trying to defend me or look after me or keep me safe or whatever. And so I talk to it that way with a bit of compassion and say it's okay, we're fine, you know, and yeah, because the longer I meditate, the more I realize that I'm not my mind. There's somebody behind the mind that seems to be watching the mind, and you know, we call it the watcher, and then there's even somebody behind the watcher, watching the watcher, and that's the beauty of meditation. You know, we can go into that deep space, and so I don't actually imagine that my mind will ever stop. You know, it kind of gets more comfortable and relaxes, but yeah.
Right, you can have a little rest.
Yeah.
It can't stop, because if it stopped, you would stop breathing, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Keep going, and
Yeah.
keep breathing.
So we're just going to do a short meditation. What I encourage people all the time is because folks come in, I've been interviewing for like over a year. You know, do you meditate? And a lot of people say no. A lot of people say, oh, I should. And right, that's a good one. I should. Or I've tried it, but it doesn't work for me. Or I can't make my mind stop. And so my encouragement is for people to start with like 3 to 5 minutes. Just a real short one, you know, and to have their phone, and I can't use mine because it's video on us, but have our phone set up with a timer and just sit for 3 minutes. And the 3 minutes can fly by, and almost everybody says, well, I could do that, you know, and then that's the beginning.
Yeah,
And
you can do anything for 3 minutes.
yes, except hold our breath.
Yeah, I can't do that. There may be a few little things, but it sounds good.
It does.
Anything for 3 minutes.
You want to do 5? Earl wants to do 5. So
Okay.
you guys want to join us? You're going to join us,
Yes.
and if
Excited.
you're watching this video, get yourself into a comfortable position, and you know, and breathe a little bit, and kind of feel into your body, and you can hit it any time, Earl. Actually, yeah. I'm not a big on guided meditations. I think that if we just sit and feel, feel our body, feel our breath in our lungs, and drop into that space, and with the mind, just watch it. And wherever you are, if there's noises, or if it's noisy, just include it. It's nothing is against you; it's all for you in this moment. And so anything coming from the outside is also an opportunity. So we'll check back in a few minutes, and love to hear your feedback when we get back. Thanks.
We can now come back to the present moment.
That was the fastest 5 minutes, wasn't
It
it?
was very
Wow. Wow. How much time do we have left?
It's 10:30, so
So we're going to wrap up, and thank you for joining us. We'd love it if you, we're going to put this on YouTube. If you find us on YouTube, Valley and Beyond, subscribe. That would be awesome. Follow us on Facebook. Share this video. Thank you very much. Make comment. Join our messenger if you give us like a direct message on our Facebook page, you become part of our. We have a messenger bot called ManyChat, and you can, then we can be in touch with you on a regular basis and join our mailing list and come visit the store. Hopefully, I've covered it all. And help us with this vision to, create meditation spaces in every home and place of work. Imagine having a meditation space at work. It's coming. It really is. And so let's be part of the wave and helping this to happen. And I think it changes the world. We raise the vibration of the planet, and from that elevated place, things, changed. We're out of the problem and into the solution. And so love you, and thanks for joining us today, and thanks for being part of this vision and this dream. Cheers. Bye.